Hey guys, welcome back. Big Logan here, Mountaineer Van Works. So 17 Ram ProMasters under my belt, and new for this summer, this is a 2023 customer supplied Ford Transit 250 all-wheel drive EcoBoost extra high roof extended. Full premium conversion done for this customer. They sent it to me with the roof rack installed and the windows already placed. We did the rest of the work. Excited to show you guys my first premium full conversion Ford Transit to add to my portfolio. Let's get this tour started. Woo! All right guys, so beautiful 2023 Transit high roof. This came to the customer as a cargo. They popped the windows in and added the rack and Fiamma awning. I placed the Dometic RTX 2000 in place of a vent fan. They already had a vent fan in the back and the 500 watts of solar. So this kind of came as a partial start. The customer reached out to me and said, hey, can you get us to the finish line? And I, of course, obliged happily, as I have been looking to add a Ford Transit to my portfolio. So a lot of differences here in the conversion versus a Promaster, and we'll go over some of those differences for you guys. On the back here, we got the awesome FV Vanco box and spare tire carrier. So I just pulled the factory spare up, and that comes with the nice molly board rack. Again, the bunk windows were installed, as well as the side cargo door and the other driver's side window. And the driver's side windows, they are some nice Van Window Direct bonded windows with pull-up shades and privacy curtains, so they go up or down and function really nice there. Let's take a look inside. Alrighty, so here's a first look at the interior. We've got our galley with the flip-up table and the drop-down table. Ample access for your trash can here and a lot of storage. A very wide sink basin. And all our cabinetry here is dressed out in some beautiful 1-inch walnut butcher block. There's our flip-up table. And we have a driver's side justified dinette. So did a nice sandy tone custom upholstery, again hand stitched by yours truly, Mama Dukes, my mom. Thank you, Mom, again for some beautiful hand stitched upholstery there, as well as the custom cut mattress. So as you can see in the van, we've got a 6'4" king bed, and the reason we went so long and big with this, it is an extended Transit 250, but also we've got cargo storage in the back. So this is going to house 2 of their bicycles underneath the bed and give them plenty of room for cargo. So over here in the dinette, again, we did our controls panel. So we've got an outlet right by an inverter remote. I always put these two together. We've got a USB cluster and our dimmer controls for our dinette. So that's a nice little spot to set there, a ledge you can place things on. And again, there's your screen, and there's your privacy curtain on that dinette window. So that is identical to the cargo door over here. We trimmed these out with upholstery and gave those a really nice look. So there she is, opened up. Nice wide black stainless sink basin, and we added a glass rinser for this. So you just press your glass down, drains right out. You can rinse your beverage glasses. Did some walnut banding and bars with the supplied materials. As you can see here, we've got some storage cubbies, some inset into the shiplap walls on both sides. Really nice little storage nooks. And then back you see the bunk side windows. And again, they have the walnut, a couple 12-volt reading lights back here. And then you can see the back doors aren't finished. We typically don't send them down the road this way, but The customer's going to source the factory OEM passenger van trim out. I think we discussed how to approach trimming out those back doors, and the factory plastics just mold in and they'll cover all these holes where the plastic body clips pop in. So he's going to wait to order those or try and find them on surplus and get those in. You can see the vent fan up top here. So coming down again to the aisleway, we've got the Dometic NRX 130 as our fridge of choice. Really love this one moving forward. My recommendation for a dorm style fridge. Nice stainless front there. Got a little slim storage cubby back beside that. We were able to get some space over the wheel well. Over here we've got a pull out broad large drawer for storage, and then a dual purpose drawer down here. This is a step to aid egress up into that high bed. We had to clear 38 inches, so this bed's finishing out closer to 45, 46 inches tall. So a nice step there. If you remove that step, you can see it reveals our Lavio dry flush toilet. Just twist that into place. You got a nice private spot to use it. Kind of tight in there, but it's also private. So drop your blinds and do your business. That is on caster rolling wheels, as the Lavio does have some weight to it. Under both the dinette chairs is storage. This table can also drop. Cushions can fall in and make a couch or a small bed as usual. Up front, we've got our blackout curtains fixed over the storage shelf. So the customer actually brought this to me as well, and we upholstered everything to match with the tweed. Even the notorious Ford Transit blobs, they call them, these aid in the side airbag curtains, so they are a must to keep in. So we trimmed those out the best we could, give it a nice aesthetic look. So that's basically the interior. We've got a microwave overhead here, 700 watt, and all our overhead cabinetry has a knob pull, self-supporting hinges, and then Duramax tweed upholstery backing those. So nice soft back to those cupboards. Should keep some road noise down and help you store lots of things. As you can see here, we step back to a more narrow overhead cabinet. This customer wanted fully closed cabinets all around except for the headache rack area as an open cubby, but these go more narrow just to give you that better room here. Again, all 45s on the bottom of these cabinets. Easier glancing blow if you were to bump them in the middle of the night or getting in and out of your bed. So very comfortable, very clean look. Underneath the kitchen galley is a broad door and our instrument cluster for plumbing and a couple lights. So our local lights here, left and right, our water pump, our gray tank drain, electric ball valve switch. We've got our freshwater tank level gauge and a rotary timer for the water heater, so you don't forget to leave it on. One other feature here is our pass-through door. So our cargo area partition, you can see back into the garage now, all the way back. So nice pass-through and a little additional storage here before you get to the pull-out bike tray. So let's go outside and we'll check out the bike tray. Nice bright sunny day today. One other thing to mention, our Furrion 30 amp battery charging port. I really don't call that a shore power anymore. It's just to charge up the batteries. Again, nice easy access to the rear door handle there with the FV Vanco racks, and that is different from the Luminous for sure. We've had difficulties getting to the rear handle on the Promaster, so a nice option there. All right, so you can see we got walnut live edge on the front and back headboard and footboards with our logo. Outlet back here, garage light switch. We've got our outdoor shower, 40-gallon freshwater tank fill-up port right here. We've got some additional storage, 15-gallon gray tank underneath the 40-gallon freshwater tank, and then easy access to the water pump and water heater for maintenance and winterization. More storage under this cubby beside the gray tank, and a little inlay cubby, stuff cubby right here. On this side, we've got our power system. We've got 630 amp hours of lithium. We've got our WeBoost in here, our solar alternator charge controller, our master shutoff switch, and this customer opted for an ARB air compressor. Quick disconnects right there and ready to go. And that wraps up the electrical bay. So last feature here that we'll show you outside is the pull-out bike tray. So we went with a 60-inch, 500-pound drawer slide here. Let me show you guys. Get those latches, it just comes right out. So that's 60 inches of full extension. And as you can see, a nice rubber diamond plate mat that I bonded to the plywood tray. And then I went around all the edges and sealed with urethane. 360 up all the corners. So this is a 100% waterproof tray. Great for throwing all your dirty gear, wet gear, muddy bikes, all those things. Can take a beating when it's not so nice and sunny out like it is today and stand up to the weather. So that is the pull-out bike tray. All right, so one more look at her. This is Clara, the Clara van. Thank you to our Pennsylvania buyers for supplying this van and letting us do the conversion work. Guys, thanks so much for supporting Mountaineer Van Works, checking out our videos and following along. If you've got any inquiries, hit us up at mountaineervanworks.com or comment below here right on the YouTube channel, and we'll be sure to entertain any inquiries or maybe some future projects with us. So thank you guys so much. Next up is a Promaster. That's going to be our mobile office camper van that we showed in a previous video, the design. So I'm really excited to get that one done and out. After that, it's a Sprinter 170, brand new. So we've got some great projects each year. I'm cutting my teeth again into the Transit, and this will be my second Sprinter build coming up. So we'll have 18 Promasters done and a Transit and 2 Sprinters now to put under my belt. So thank you guys so much for checking us out. Big Logan here signing off. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Peace.